Welcome back to my channel, Pretty Inspired Decor. My name is Shelley, and I'm absolutely thrilled that you're here to watch my Part 5 Christmas series, Family Room Tour. This is one of the favorite places that my whole family loves to spend Christmas Eve and, of course, countless days prior to Christmas and Christmas morning. So I'm really happy to share it all with you. First of all, I'm going to start off in this corner. There's a beautiful Santa in that corner, and that Santa was created by the artist Jacqueline Kent. She's a Canadian artist, and Kurt S. Adler sponsors her work, and oh my goodness, she has beautiful Santas. We've had that Santa for a number of years and just absolutely adore him. And beside him, there's a little cute little elf. Isn't he just adorable? Their faces are made out of resin and their clothing is just so lush and beautiful. Also with those, I've got two great cookie jars, a Santa and a Santa sack, and then two little pictures of my girls when they were just little tiny ones in Montessori. They're absolutely adorable. Inside of the buffet, you will see that I have a series, Fitz and Floyd, I absolutely adore. And yes, there's pink in it, but I don't care. Even though this is really a red and green and gold room, that doesn't matter. Just love that whole series. Every piece in that series was a gift from my husband and our daughters, and I just cherish it. That actually stays out all year, believe it or not, because I just think it's too wonderful to put away. And above that, you will notice a fabulous series by Patience Brewster. Now those are Santa's sleigh and reindeer, and I absolutely love this series. One of the things I want to talk to you about is I know that we have a lot of Christmas ornaments and series and that type of thing. I've been collecting Christmas stuff for the last 38 years. This didn't all come together in 2 or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. A lot of the series started off as singletons, and I'll give you an example. One year I was looking at a magazine and I saw this particular reindeer. I had no idea it was part of a series. I showed the picture to my husband and I said, I would love to have that reindeer, and lo and behold, it showed up under the tree for Christmas. And then over the course of the next few years, my husband and our daughters bought this series piece by piece, all of the little elves as well that go with each reindeer. And initially, this particular reindeer just went on a shelf all by himself, and he was fabulous. You don't have to have the whole series to have something be fabulous. But as time went on and I had the whole series, I decided it needed to have a very special place. So to make it even more special, I add lights, I add what I call table sprinkle. These are just little dimensional snowflakes, and I just toss those on there to make it more fun. I don't put this on a white base because it actually doesn't look as good on a white base. And that's why, it's almost like he's on grass, but that's okay. And there's snowflakes all over it. Let's face it, there's lots of parts in the world where they don't have snow, and grass is appropriate. Beside this, we have the fireplace, and you probably, I hope, have seen part 1 in the series, how to decorate a mantle. And you'll notice that I have a really pretty little Santa that we've added because, just when we think we're done, we make changes. And so that Santa that initially was in a different part of the room is now there. And we added some more snow to the village because we didn't think it was dimensional enough. So we just thought, let's just add some more snow. Initially it just had a white sort of blanket of snow, and then we thought we'd add the puffy stuff to make it look more realistic. knowing fully well it's all made out of ceramic and wood. It's not real at all, but we wanted to make it look realistic. And then I added some more pit berries to the garland to give that some dimension. And then on the bottom of the fireplace, we filled that out some more as well. So we've added a stuffed gorilla. He hides all the cords so you can't see that. You'll see there's, in the other corner, there's a stuffed bear, which was a gift to my eldest daughter when she was born, so that goes in there. And it just looks so much fun, and it's just so festive. On the floor, this is what greets guests when they enter this room, is this beautiful carpet. Just a little area carpet. It goes right in front of the fireplace. And you know, this room is a child's Christmas, so of course there should be something, all sorts of things with Santa, and that just makes it look so pretty. The bookshelves, if you watched, you'll see how I decorated the bookshelves. And we really haven't made any changes here, but I do want to point out that beautiful little elf that I have hanging on the door. That was a gift, a surprise gift from a colleague who just stopped by one day and said, I saw this, I was out shopping, I saw this and thought of you and thought you should have it for your Christmas home. Like, how wonderful was that? You know, when you have friends who know what you like and know what you'll appreciate, that elf has been on that door since the moment he dropped it off. I mean, obviously just at Christmas time, and it counts down every single day in December. So it just doesn't go till the 24th or the 25th. It countdowns every day in December. Such fun. And now I think we'll go back to that Christmas tree. That was in the third part of the series, and of course that is such a fun tree. And in that series I told you that we don't decorate under the tree. We made a change there as well. My husband loves trains, and of course he knows our little grandson loves trains. And so he said to me just a couple of days ago, we have to put a train under that tree for little Tennyson. And I looked at him and I said, okay. And of course we did. Of course we did. And that is the Polar Express. When Tennyson sees that, his eyes are going to light up and he's going to love it. And of course, baby Ayla will get a kick out of it too. She's too young right now to actually make it work, because she just turned 7 months old, but she's going to love it too. And you'll notice beside the tree, I have a rocking horse. Now, some years I decorate that rocking horse before I had grandchildren, but not this year, because Tennyson is 2, and by the time Christmas comes, baby Ayla will be 9 months old. And riding on that will be fun for both of them. So I certainly could not decorate that this year. And it really looks fun beside the Christmas tree anyway. Over here, yesterday I came home with a little gift for my husband. I bought him a pillow with a red truck on it. Now, when I tell you that, red trucks are not my thing, that's okay. Because the moment I saw it, and believe it or not, that's in Walmart, and I saw it and I thought, Harold would love that. So I picked it up for him. And beside that, you'll notice, remember that little wagon that I had decorated for fall and Halloween? That is a very inexpensive way to decorate. Those are dollar store poinsettias. There are some dollar store little gold pine cones in there as well. Again, reuse what you have and just pick up inexpensive things to fill it. Like that whole thing cost me $4 to fill. Like, really inexpensive, pretty, looks nice, and little Santa sitting there. In the corner of the room, you will notice that we have an elf sitting on top of a lamp. Now, the good news is that the light bulb is a long way away from his bottom, so I don't need to worry that somehow something will catch on fire. The light bulb is quite low. I've actually purchased that particular lampshade, so it does set up high. It's a fun thing to greet you when you turn the corner. And right below that, you'll notice there's a Fitz and Floyd Nutcracker with the book, The Nutcracker. And that's a fun book, and I love to decorate with children's books. I think it makes it, you know, interesting, and people pick up the books, and of course our grandchildren love to be read to as well. And over on the wall, I do change out some of my art. I don't change out a whole lot of my art, but I do have that little piece there, and that's, you know, Santa reading a list from a special child, and it lights up, and that's fun too. And the coffee table is the fourth part of my series, How to Decorate a Lantern and Make a Funky Bow. That is so much fun. Absolutely adore that on the table, and there's lots of room for people to put their drinks and their plates and whatever else they might have. Just a fun addition to this family room that was never there before. I used to do different things on that coffee table. Another thing I'd like to point out to you is the artist Trisha Romance. I have a lot of Trisha Romance in my home, and this is a really special piece that my husband gave and surprised me with one Christmas. It's called Generous Heart. I love Trisha Romance, and look at how beautiful it is. These Trisha Romance pictures, whether they're Christmas or whether they're not, they stay up all year. You probably saw above the reindeer that there was a summer-inspired Trisha Romance. I don't take them down, just like I don't take the big picture over the couch down, even though it's not Christmas. I think it all works. You don't have to take all of your artwork down for every season. I know, you know, some decorators do, but that's really not what I choose to do. And, you know, these are too precious for me to potentially get scratched or have the glass broken. Down the hallway, a little tiny hallway that goes to what I call my creative room, which I'm not going to show you because, you know, I have lots of stuff in there to create. I want to show you that I have some really pretty pictures. Mary Engelbright created a series of 4 of all about Christmas, Santa and the elves, and the night before Christmas. So much fun. My very close friend Janet started me on this. She gave me one for Christmas. Love it so much that I ultimately had to finish the series. And then at the end of the space, you'll notice I have a little table and a wreath. That wreath is about 38 years old. A couple of candlesticks and, you know, a picture of my little precious niece and a few other little things. Just so that wherever your eye lands, you end up with some really pretty things to look at. The next place I'd like to show you is this fun wreath that I made years ago. This is the second wreath I ever made. I wanted it to look like somehow an elf got stuck in the wreath. There's a elf hat. There's a couple of little elf faces peeking out, so clearly a couple of them got out. And of course the elf feet and all sorts of picks and fun things and ribbon, and it's just so much fun. This Santa came from a very special friend out west whose name is Val. She has given me some of the best things that I have for Christmas, and she has made a number of things that are sewn on my bookshelves she's created for me. And this is a very cherished gift as well. So remember what I said to you. You don't have to start with everything. You start wherever it is you're at, whether it's 1 or 2 Christmas things, and build on it. And it may take you years to create what you really want, or you may be more simplistic. I'm a maximalist, as you can tell. So I have all kinds of Christmas things that I love to display. Over here, I'm gonna have another little peek at the Christmas tree and all the dimension there. and of the little train again on the bottom. So much fun. Can't wait for Tennyson and for Ayla to come down here and take a look at that. So much fun. I also have, believe it or not, in a family room, I have a china cabinet. You're probably wondering, why does she have a china cabinet in a family room? And the answer is, this used to be in my dining room, and all of this, these cookie jars and all of the stuff used to be in Rubbermaid totes. And I said to my husband, why don't we just bring this piece down in the basement? I can store this stuff properly. I don't care that it's out all year because I love Christmas that much. I like to look at Christmas. That's why I have Christmas pictures up all year that I love, or Christmas inspired pictures. So at the end of the season, this really gets loaded up with all sorts of things. And during the season, I spread it out because I've got stuff all over the house that come out of this particular cabinet. You'll notice that I decorate the top of the china cabinet with some garland. That's that good Costco garland that I can't buy anymore. It kind of drives me crazy because it's such good quality garland. And I put some toy soldiers on it, some Catherine Simpson ornament. She's an artist here in London. She does such fabulous stuff. And there's some pit berries up there as well to give it more dimension, bells and that sort of thing. All sorts of fun stuff. As well, across from it, I have a very inexpensive IKEA mirror that I decorate in very inexpensively as well. These little bells, you can pick these things up for less than $1. I think I bought them for 25 cents each, actually. They were in a whole package years ago. This fun sign, Santa stop here, because of course we want Santa to stop here and everywhere else. And then of course, the wine display has, some fun things on it as well. And one of my favorite, and again, another cherished gift, this is from my friend Sheila, who gave me this fabulous nutcracker years ago. And I actually purchased this display piece right here from Bombay so that he would always have a prominent place to stand and he would greet people as they came down the stairs. I need a lot of storage, as you can imagine. So these cabinets my husband put together, and this is all pantry and storage. Christmas dishes get stored down here, Easter dishes get stored down here when they're not in use, all kinds of things. But above them, you'll notice we decorate and we put lights in it. It's fun. And we put books and all sorts of little treasures that really make the place look fun. There's some cookie jars, there's some little figurines, there's a sleigh and a Santa, and even a Fitz and Floyd punch bowl up there. And again, lots of books and lots of fun up there. Such fun. And that's what Christmas should be all about, and that's what decorating in our world should be all about. Also, you'll notice these really pretty little snowflakes. Years ago, Martha Stewart had these handmade snowflakes on one of her magazine covers, and I went, oh, aren't they beautiful? And lo and behold, Harold took our daughters out, they bought the beads, and they made these for Christmas. So they have to have a very special place so that they're out every single year, and they adorn the front of these cabinets. And we just hang them with some fishing line. My husband likes to fish, so we have lots of fishing line. when you first come down the stairs, you will be greeted with how we decorate the top of the china cabinet. Because I want the visual interest to begin as soon as the door opens. So you'll see there's a Santa that you only get to see the back end of him because he's actually peeking over the garland at the front. There's some carolers, and of course, I use cake stands to raise things up. And there's a Trisha romance book. Like just fun stuff and some Fitz and Floyd in there as well. And that same polka dotted ribbon. I really hope you enjoyed the tour of this family room, A Child's Christmas. I'm so looking forward to this Christmas. This is our baby Ayla's very first Christmas. How much fun will that be? And I know how much joy my good friend Melissa would have had she been able to come down here again this year. Melissa loved this space. I can't tell you how much she loved this space. Every year when she would come over, she would stand at the top of the stairs and she'd say, I can't wait to see what you've done down here. And I'd say, but Melissa, I don't make a whole lot of changes year over year. And she says, oh yes you do. And we'd come down here and she'd point out things, and sometimes I'd say, yeah, that's new. And lots of times I'd say, no, I've had that for years. She loved it down here. You know, in Canada, we get a lot of snow and it's cold out. Coming down here is so cozy and so warm, and it's so inviting that I love to entertain Melissa, of course. I love to entertain her, and we love to entertain family and friends down here. We serve hors d'oeuvres down here sometimes. We serve dessert down here often. It's a fun place to be, and I know that our guests love to be down here and enjoy the space a lot. I can't take credit for all of this. My husband helps as much as does as much work as I do. You know, he loves Christmas as much as I do, and he loves to decorate, and he's really good at it. So I hope that you like what you saw. Give me a thumbs up, that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification. And I hope you come back again, because the next video, series 6, is going to be how to decorate a principal bedroom tree. I think you're gonna love it. Until next time, bye-bye.